Hola. És molt fluixet, això, o soy jo?
There'll be an extra fee for that.
Ahora mejor.
I'll think about it.
Error.
There'll
Vale.
be an extra fee for that.
El vostre baixes i baixo aquest, no? Correcte.
Whenever you need me, I'll be there.
I he de baixar aquest. Molt bé. Sorry. Posao. Primeras diarias, evidentemente. Mira, que estaria fet a l'Scarlet també avui. Avui parlo fluixet, Per què? Pues no sé. Perquè mira... Més 6 minuts. Calla, que no he guardat això. Un viewer, que seré jo, no? Bueno. En fi. Avui Genshin. No puc anar ni per una costa ni per l'altra. Què passa avui que la Moni parla baixet? Que no tiene ànims ni per viure.
Someone needs assistance.
Això no passa avui, Moni, això passa tots els dies. Sí, molt bé. Per què 17.000 de vida, Noel? Si teníem 20.000. Què t'he canviat, que l'he liat?
Flicker.
Jo pensava fer reaccions, però... És molt tentador fer servir només toma. Dispari, dispari, senyor.
Here you are.
Mira, yo lo que me preocupo. tararan, taran. Primer farem la... Bueno, primer estem fent les diàries. Després farem l'evento. Ja estic pensant, no tinc record d'haver acabat el de... Això ho hem fet? Vale. Ok.
Don't let any of it roll away now.
Molt bé. No, cap queixa. Un pajarito que aparece y desaparece. Hola, pajarito. Què fas aquí dalt? Aquí em sembla un moment. I mira, allà també hi ha un pajarito que ha aparegut i desaparegut. Hola, pajaritos. Ah, aquests són pajaritos, no billet. Sí. Hola, pajaritos. ¿Qué tal? Uy. No us robaré la taronja. Sobre que us he fet marxar. I tu què fas aquí?
Well now.
Quins. Què paraules, no?
Here you are. Be still.
Així que ets fum, senyor. Mira, un altre pajarito. Gimme. Give you.
Ah.
I ara què? Ah, calla. Ah, vale. Molt bé, no? Els cofres avui.
You collect these?
Abans l'altre i ara aquest, tot guai. Correcte, molt bé. Mira, un altre ocellet. Què està passant? Oh! Només n'hi ha un? Ok. Les foquetes allà. Venent al sol. Vale, no, prou. Oh, hi! Sorry, I was distracted. Hello, Pierre Vienen. I don't know how to say your name, sorry. Oh, hola. Oh, buenas. Who's that? It's too small. I think you're already gone. No. Bum, bum.
Who ate a poisonous mushroom this time?
Probably me. Oh. Oh, you're not taking me anywhere, really? Are you just here? Isn't that weird?
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
You gotta let Catherine speak from time
Ad
to time.
Astra Abyss.
Poor thing.
This realm is... If
Not
you
this
ever
one.
have any questions...
I've done nothing for like 2 weeks. And I don't think it's gonna change. Oh yeah, let's see requests and bounties. I can do that.
The one before you.
I like you even less. You have like nothing ever. trying to be happy, you know. But sometimes I just can't. Some days. Let's see. Okay. Oh, you wanna... Still don't know my way around the city.
Follow the. Yeah.
Go in, like in Rome. Five of them? This is gonna be a long talk. Oh, okay. Are they singing a song of fire and ice? Oh! Sorry, friendies. Ooh, ooh. Huh? Hey! Oh. Wish that everyone could come to his senses and realize that cameras and paintbrushes are two different tools made for different purposes. I'm not a professional photographer, nor can I speak to a camera's various professional uses. But as a professional artist, I must say that it can only be used to provide reference materials for painting, not replace a painting entirely. Yeah, because that would be a photograph, not a painting. You seem to have opinions concerning cameras, huh? Yes and no. I think that cameras are excellent, intricate creations that have provided untold convenience to many. Of that, there can be no doubt. But if you place cameras in the field of making art, then their limitations become quite apparent. People's imaginations and the beauty and spirit in their hearts cannot be directly seized from the natural world. Don't you think so too? Okay, yeah, a bit. Let's see what's going on over here. finding like these chests too easy today. Oh! Oh! Oh, salsa. There's an end to time. I don't think so. Why are you asking such a deep question out of the blue? I'm just wondering if there will be an end to the days of fighting the evil organization, which is the Adventurers Guild in Salsa's world. All I want to do is play and chat with you while enjoying this beautiful scenery, but every time we meet, ugly things will appear and get in our way, and we end up having to spend a lot of time trying to restore the view. Don't you have anything to say about this fate that has befallen us? Can this be called fate? It just seems like a coincidence. If there's something that stands out in a place with a beautiful view, people will come to see it out of curiosity. What do you think? I'm feeling a little tired. 5th time, no wonder you're tired. As long as you have an eye for beauty, there is actually amazing scenery everywhere. Why not admire the view elsewhere and ignore these ugly things? Hey, Salsa. Yeah, you're right. Running away is not going to solve the problem. Let's not get rid. Symmetry has also its merits, but symmetry would look better here. 1 on one side and 3 on the other make it look way too unbalanced. Would be nice to place them no mosier relay piles on both sides of the road so that everything is symmetrical. Okay, Salsa girl. Oh, can I just get this one and like put it here? The wheel for her, and there are traps. Bit weird this one, how you lay by them all over the place. There's no way the 3 of us will be enough. There's nothing we can do but accept reality. Things don't always go the way we want, Salsa. Unfortunately, there are many people with a sense of beauty and the urge to take action like me. If there were 100 Salsas, Fontaine would surely be a more beautiful country. Ooh, why don't we paint the clockwork Mika so that they look like Salsa? There were more people like Wachipachi and Paimon who are willing to contribute to the cause of justice. I'm sure things would be better than they are now. Go ask some other people, Salsa. Members 1 and 2 of the Alliance of Artists to overthrow the evil organization and protect the future of Fontaine. Such a big name. It's a super big name, not a super cool name. What? I'm the founder, so of course I'm number 0. Okay. Oh, you're leaving. Like, is this gonna be the last time I meet you? Oh, and it started raining. Ooh.
Oh dear, everyone's laundry is still on the line. May I be excused to fetch it in?
Just turned on. Why is there bubbles coming out of the water? I don't think I've ever been here raining yet. Why are the bubbles eluding me? Come here, bubbles. Wow. I love it when it rains. Lightning strike me in the water? Have I already said that? Is there more lightning than in Inazuma? Ooh, almost! Come on! Vale, bro. You're all wet. Oh, merda!
Into the wind.
Uh-huh. Oh! It wasn't me! It was lightning! Oh, come on!
I must leave no stone unturned.
I just want to be... Okay, bye. Ah, y con flow... Ah. I know I gotta go, but it's raining. It's so beautiful.
Someone needs assistance.
Again? What's that?
Someone needs assistance. I'll catch up. I'll catch up. Huh. I'll catch up.
I was already there. Looks like it rains heavier here on Fontaine. Or something.
Someone needs assistance. Huh.
The wind knows me. And shroud!
Flicker.
Leave it all to me.
¿Allò és l'arbre de Sumeru? Su puta madre! Sembla que estigui aquí mateix. Un raig sota l'aigua! Sisplau, Déu meu! Aquí no sembla que plogui. Vaya. Vale. Inmune a Piro. És igual perquè no l'estic fent servir. Un moment. Un moment. Què? Dendro electro. Dendro agua. Venga, va, dendro agua.
Well, this ought to be entertaining.
No sé ni què estic buscant ara, Cuidao. Palito. Vale, ja està. Mira, aquells molins tan verds. Xaval, ja
I
m'estàs.
must leave no stone unturned.
Here you are. How bold.
Cascade.
You could get out of this, you know. Oh, it's yours.
Into the wind.
Vale, per això és de la os i la llama, no? Ho sento molt, senyor. Oh, estic mirant a veure si hi ha alguna petita per ajudar.
I'll catch up.
Be still. Flicker.
El tío es un rapiro, pero no adentro, ¿no?
Cascade. I may have overestimated myself.
Steady as stone.
Yeah, that may be it.
One with nature.
Be still.
You'll end up dying anyway, motherfucker. You had to hurt my boy, didn't you? Hadn't you? Ooh. Stop. Oh! These ones are dancing! Come on! No, estàveu... Què esteu fent? Ui, per allà un gos corrent. Va, estàveu ballant abans, home! Mira, hi ha un reto allí. ¡Ay, ay! Que te salgas del medio, hermano, que quiero pasar. No te sales, te empujo. Mira, gracias, por favor. Vale,
Book
bro,
learning
no
alone
verá
is
qué es
not
eso.
enough to cultivate intelligence.
Mira. Uy,
All those
ay,
scholars in the
ay.
academia are
¿Qué ha
prime
pasado?
examples.
¿Quién me està atacant? Oh, i s'han anat també aquest ocellet d'aquí. I qui m'ha atacat? Mira, aquí n'hi ha dos més. Així no s'espanten. Vinga, marxem. Eh. No era que marxàvem? Sí, marxem. És que m'ha entretingut Fontaine. Bueno,
Follow
m'ha
the wind.
entretingut a Genshin. Però Fontaine és com nuevo i... saps? Encara entreté més. Vulnerable to enema. Okay, don't worry. I just use it for crowd control. Sword gilding. Okay, I have 2 of them. Oh, you were my friends. You were our friends over the summer. I knew I didn't like the song revenge. I'm sorry.
Here you are.
The wind knows me.
In bloom, we trust.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Hala. Mira com baixa. Com si res. Volta. Vale, no tenemos, ¿no? Una de esto amarilla. Una abuelita amarilla. Mira, me esos aiets que feu vosaltres aquí. Ah, parlant amb una altra que no es veia, ja els he espantat. Hola, no, nadie. Doncs res, tu. Destruirem això.
Steady as stone.
Into the wind.
Cascade.
Here you are. One with nature.
No te... nada más, pero el otro sí, ¿sabes? El humano... Freeze.
Cascade.
Never kill him.
The wind knows me. Here you are.
Motherfucker. Ay. Oh, wow. This is what I want. Electro-res. Oh, oh. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Set. Weren't we supposed to go read some books? Come on. Hola. Tranquil, si a més he començat a les 4:30 avui. Perquè si no m'anava a posar a editar més coses i se m'hagués fet tard. Hi, Mondstadt. It's been a while. Hi, normal-looking birds. Com era això? Aquestes fan en creu petita i aquestes en creu gran. Vale. Switch the side from which Jumpty Dumpty... Ah! Vale. Aquests són els de la creu petita. En tinc 6 només, I des d'aquí no puc tirar. Oh. ¡Mierda! Le di demasiado pronto. Y ahora desde aquí... Sí, claro, pero ya me falta una bomba. Se m'ha acabat. No, sempre els he de fer 2 cops aquests. Vale, aviam. No, aquests han de ser des d'aquí, però ho has de fer bé, Mónica. Vale, ara sí, Ara sí. És com Bomberman, però diferent. Spiky snaky seagrass and spiky stony strongholds can withstand frontal blast, but said seagrass will be obliterated after a single explosion. Vale, o sea, te tienes que gastar una bomba. Aquestes fan creu petita, aquestes fan quadrat. I aquestes fan una cosa molt rara, que és pa estas, vale. I aquí aniria una d'aquestes, no? Que tira 2 cap amunt i 2 cap al mig, l'he de parar aquí. Vale. I les altres que hem dit que feien el quadrau. Ah, perquè ja és d'allà. Ah, vale, clar, només he de netejar el camí aquí. Sí, claro, donarà igual. Veu que bé. Vale, i aleshores per aquí van 1, 2 i 3. I ja està. A la primera! Siguiente. ¿Todoko? Crash Kaboom Mine. Crash Kaboom Mines are good partners who hide themselves near the spiky fish. Their bodies are huge. Spiky fish cannot move these mines and have no idea what they are for, so they just leave them behind. After a special Jumpty Dumpty hits a Crash Kaboom mine, a large AOE cross-shaped explosion will be triggered. That should teach the spiky fish a good lesson. Okay, so the full board. Vale. After Crash Kaboom mine is ignited, it can trigger a second explosion with a massive area of damage. However, these explosions can still be blocked by spiky, sneaky secrets and spiky, stony strongholds. Vale. ¡Wow! Clar, però s'ho carregaran tot igualment. I només tinc 6 bombes. Madre mía. No entiendo. ¿Pero por qué no ha explotado todo? I mean... No. Total, no sé que no... A veure... Vale... Em queda una només d'aquestes. O serà aquí, no? Ara... Y aquellos dos, pues mala suerte. Encara n'hi ha una altra. Some spiky sneaky secrets hides special Jumpty Dumpties. Destroying these secrets will gain you the aid of additional special Jumpty Dumpties. Quadrat i supercruz. Vale. Ah, jo què sé, comencem per l'obvious. I ara què? En tinc un que fa creu petita. Un que fa quadrat. Y 3 que hacen una cosa enorme. Hola, hola. Bueno, mira, oye. Yo qué sé. M'ha faltat un punt per llevar-me basurilla. O sigui que de moment així es quedarà. Dos de quadrat. De cruz pequeña. 3 de quadrat. I un dels de creu sencera. Yo vengo aquí. Vamos a ser alternativos. Ah, que no estava tirant els de quadrat. Mònica. Qué desastre, por Dios. Ah, yo qué sé. Molt bé, Mònica, molt llesta tu.
Dodoko defeated lots of bad spiky fish warriors. Even the spiky fish king was no match. Dodoko,
Spiky Fish
Jumpy,
King?
Dumpty, and Clee, Sparks, and Splash are the best.
Nah.
This game reminds Paimon of the incident happening inside her lake. Did Lisa base its theme on that? But come to think of it, why go to the trouble of finding the invading species when they could just ask Clee to blow up every suspicious fish?
Fish or reef?
They could even give us
You're
some thoughts
lacking,
on how to handle
translators
this.
and subbers.
Well, well. From the looks on your faces, it seems like you're having fun.
It's Lisa! You're here! We loved playing Dodoko's bombastic adventure. What a fun
Stating the
game you
obvious.
designed!
Thanks for playing. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Perhaps I should come up with some new updates?
Ooh, yay! Clee wants to see Dodoko going on adventures in all kinds of places. No, wait. You must have spent a long time working on the game. It must be exhausting. We shouldn't make Lisa work too hard.
Aw, thank you for being so considerate. But if it helps keep you happy while you stay inside the city, I'll be more than happy to spend as much time as needed. Of course, I understand that you prefer going on your own adventures whenever you like. The game is just meant to be a new way to pass the time. Anyway, I have some great news. And I've also brought a gift for you cuties.
A gift?
I was thinking she sounded normal again, but the cuties sound
Actually,
weird.
I have a
Sounded
gift
weird.
for Miss Honorary Knight and Paimon, too.
We'll get to the gifts in a moment. Let me tell you the news first. That's right. 2 knights from the investigation team found the invasive species nest and swiftly disposed of it. The knights have also determined the cause of their invasion. The species were accidentally introduced to the lake by a merchant without any malicious intent, so the knights let her go after some lecturing and issuing a fine.
Luckily, they didn't cause too much trouble. But even Paimon thinks that merchant was way too careless.
Mondstadt
Is it
wine
time for
industry
gifts
is
yet?
safe.
Can Klee go first?
Of course. Klee's been returning home on time every day without being reminded by anyone. So, I've been wondering what you're up to lately.
When I was home at night, I looked through Albedo's crafting book and learned to make this.
Verás.
Da-da-da!
Aww.
Whoa! It's Dodoko throwing a jumpy dumpty! Yep, I made a figure that looks like the Dodoko from Dodoko's Bombtastic Adventure! Even though I can't make it throw real bombs, I hope it'll remind you of the fun we had together and blast away your troubles and boredom. A big Dodoko toy! Oh, Paimon loves surprises like this! With this, it'll feel like we're adventuring with Klee and Dodoko wherever we go! I'm so happy you like my gift. I worked
And you thought she
super
was
hard
thinking
on
about
it.
receiving her gift first, but no.
What's your gift, Lisa? I want to see.
Well, I'm afraid my gift is a lot less creative than yours. It's a storybook about Dodoko's bombastic adventures.
An adventure story! Yay! Whoa! A whole storybook!
The little cuties return to Mondstadt and join Klee on an adventure with Dodoko. Together, they defeated the bad spiky fish warriors and then enjoyed an afternoon tea. A most fitting way to end Dodoko's bombastic adventure.
Did you plan out the whole story while designing the game?
No.
That was the
As
story?
the protagonists of the story, you, little cutie, and Klee all played an important part in bringing the story to life. I've left a blank spot in the book specially for illustrations, but I just thought of an even better idea. Since we're all here on this special occasion, why don't I take a photo of you together?
Sure! We got to see our friends and play games together! That's definitely worth celebrating!
You gotta treasure the small joys in life.
Come on then, Miss Honorary Knight and Paimon. Ready, Lisa? Klee had so much fun today. 3, 2, 1, Dodoko!
Gonna start saying Dodoko. Pictures Dodoko. Waterbone poetry. People pass to and fro beneath the stone gate, and the scent of dandelion wine drifts in the air alongside laughter and cheer. The wending water... Wending? Do you mean winding? Water and wafting winds greet the start of a poetic adventure with friends. Okay! Let's... Congenial gathering. Oh, what this? Like, what is this? Oh, oh.
It ruined Paimon's appetite. Huh. If we were on the surf, if we could replace that, bet they could. So they'll be. Bet the Fanta promoter would get the value of.
Qué guay. Vale, pero ¿dónde está? Madre mía, de mierda que tengo aquí. No, mano. El Dodoko. Nowhere to be seen. Special Dumpty Dumpty Dodoko +1. And where is it? Where the fuck is my special Dumpty Dumpty Dodoko? Yeah. Oh, ya lo sé. Estará aquí, ¿no? Ah, pues... No, pues no está aquí tampoco. ¿Qué es esto? El milió de coses xules que tenim per posar a la tetera i que no caben. I després hi ha els mobles. Maricos. There's no... Where's my fucking Dodoko? Aquí está. Mierda. Es para puta tetera. En fin. Ara cap amunt. Vostè perdoni. Què està passant? Ah, coño. M'he accelerat el ratolí. Hola, amiguis.
Looks like you're having fun. What's the occasion this time?
Oh, do I spy a traveler and a Paimon? We were just talking about you. This is more serendipitous than finding Mora after face planting on the road.
It's been too long. I'll bet you have some thrilling new tales from your journey to fill me in on. I can see it in your eyes. Excellent! I knew I could count on you.
What were you talking about before we got here? Something fun? Or something delicious?
We were talking about one certain traveler, and how two's company, but three's a crowd, as the inseparable duo tore around to that, making 4 friends here and 5 more there, often at 6s and 7s as they brave the lakes and seas, collecting pieces of 8 and countless other treasures. They clearly must have 9 lives. Wink, wink. Let's hope they have less than 10 deaths.
What the? It just gets worse and worse.
Shortly, you may attend a grand banquet at Stone Gate. All will be dressed to the nines for majestic food and fine wines. And after 8 long drinks and 7 shorts, they'll each write 6 lines 5 times. You've been to all 4 corners of the world, so in 3 short seconds, can you guess from these 2 stanzas of 1 speech each what this event is about?
I want to say accounting festival. I know it's a poetry festival, but I kind of want to say accounting festival. I'm going to say accounting
It's
festival.
not, though that does sound fun. Maybe
Yeah,
we
so
missed
fun.
an opportunity. In fact, it's a poetry gala, jointly hosted by representatives from both Mondstadt and Liyue. Do you still remember the promise I made to the distinguished director Who here during the Lantern Rite?
Oh, something about writing poetry together?
That's right. At the dinner table that night, I just knew this young bard was a rare talent
And
with
you've come up with
exceptional
numbers.
taste.
We tell all.
You know, it's rare to encounter such a kindred spirit. And now, I've finally seized the chance to collaborate. It took me much trekking across the land to petition Eugene Terrace and contact the Knights of Favonius, but eventually, in the spirit of friendship and poetry sharing, I managed to successfully organize the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala.
Bit of a weird name.
Liyue's poetry is known far and wide, and Mondstadt is the city of wine and song. With 2 nations teaming up, it'll be double the fun, and a great chance for people from both places to get to know one another. Hu Tao and I will be the co-hosts for this poetry gala. Of course, I haven't studied the various forms and formalities of Liyue poetry for very long, so please forgive my dreadful performance just now.
Not at all, Venti. You followed my lead most excellently.
You flatter me.
Well, this sounds like fun. Let's get involved.
And a humble Benty?
Oh, Paimon's sure you'll be amazing. Remember that time in Liyue when Paimon gave you the first half of a couplet? Wind rises, winds never churn. You came up with the second half right away.
Oh, looks like someone's got a knack for this. Perhaps we'll have to raise the difficulty a little.
All right, so basically you guys are here to discuss the activities for the poetry gala, right?
Oh, looks like little Paimon's brain has gained a wrinkle or two. You guessed it so effortlessly, but you still guessed it wrong.
We came here hoping to invite a special guest.
I already told you. I'm not going.
Yes, you are.
Xiao, you're here too!
Never having penned a verse myself, how could I hope to judge the poetry of others? Besides, afflicted with karma as I am, the raucous atmosphere you are cultivating is precisely the kind which I must avoid, as you well know.
Hey now, there's a first time for everything, right? We all start from itsy bitsy spider, but give it a shot and you'll be wandering lonely as a cloud in no time.
He's already wandering lonely as a cloud, Hu Tao.
And you don't even have to join us in person if you really don't want to. You can just watch the party from a nearby mountaintop and cheer us on. But at least head down and take a look first. It's right by the inn, and there's plenty of fun activities to get involved with.
Besides,
sorry,
with a
Hu Tao.
renowned traveler here, what is there to fear?
Like he fears anything.
I'll consider it.
Thank you, cutie.
It's nearly time. Why don't you all head to the venue and take a look around? Quite a few of your friends should have arrived by now.
Yes, that's right. Venti and I still need to discuss the poem for the opening ceremony. So, we'll catch up with you later. Plus, our Adeptus friend might need a bit more convincing. We'll see if we can coax him down.
Gotcha! We'll be on our way. Wow, it's so lively! Didn't think there'd be so many people here already. And a lot of them are familiar faces. Let's go say hi.
Is that me over there? See? So there's Mika, me, Diona.
You seem tired.
Changyun
Would you
and
like some tea?
Chinkyu.
I'll brew you some.
Well, look who's here. This poetry fest seems to have attracted talent of the highest caliber.
Hey,
I was actually heading into the mountains to train, but he accosted me on the way and dragged me here.
Oh, how your words wound me. Is it not the responsibility of an exorcist of Liyue to ensure that this celebration of friendship between our two nations stays free of evil spirits? Besides, this is an excellent opportunity to meet heroes who have come from far and wide. Surely, you must be curious as to how that heroine of Mondstadt was able to lift such heavy objects like they were but a feather.
Are you talking about Noelle? Yeah, she's super strong.
Oh? Well, since you are so well acquainted, could we trouble you to introduce us later?
You would, of course.
Okay, fine. But don't forget to help me with my investigation like you promised. That's the only reason I agreed to come at all.
Huh? What investigation?
Naturally, I could never forget such a thing. My word is my bond. Relax, dear Paimon. All will be revealed in time.
Shut up, Paimon.
Are you sure that wasn't really an evil spirit?
Open your mind to all possibilities, and I'm sure you will find the answer.
I suppose that's true. Hey, wait a second. You're not planning on telling everyone here, are you?
Telling everyone what?
Are you sure that wasn't...
Open your mind to...
I suppose that...
Telling everyone what? I'm sorry, Huanxi. I'm all ears, but I have no more
Someone needs
phrases.
assistance. I'll catch up.
Dialogue. Hey, Popzo, how's it all going? Hey, Young Chow. Oh, I need iron. Thank you. Hey, Diona.
Diona! Traveler in Paimon? Ah, I didn't expect to see you here. Are you here to mix drink? That's right. I was specially asked to attend this event on behalf of the Cat's Tail, and I'm also here as a mixologist representing the Mondstadt wine industry. You're representing Mondstadt's wine? Of course I hate it! But it's also a perfect chance to destroy the reputation of Mondstadt's wine business once and for all! Opportunities like this don't come around every day, you know.
Fucking Diona.
Huh? How do you figure that? All I need to do is add some gross ingredients to the drinks, and I can create the most disgusting concoctions imaginable. Nobody will ever buy wine from Mondstadt again. Paimon thinks you'll end up... Just you wait! I ain't about to mess this up. Are you gonna write some poetry? Poetry? I've heard plenty of bards sing in the tavern before, but I've never tried writing any myself. You should join in! It'll be fun! Fine. If I have time.
Hey, Jochin. Allow me. M'encanta.
Mika! Noelle!
Oh, it's the Traveler in Paimon.
Are you here for the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala as well?
Yeah, but if I knew you were here...
You said that with a straight face? Is Paimon the only one who thinks it sounds...
Representatives? No. Nothing fancy like that. We were sent here by the Knights of Favonius to help maintain order and set up the venue.
but I didn't really do anything useful so far. Noelle brought all these tables and chairs here from Mondstadt by herself. She's a true knight.
Oh, no, that's
Yeah,
just
but
not
she's
true.
not a knight
Your
yet.
efforts were indispensable. You selected the venue, drew up the layout, and so on. Also, you're the true knight here. I'm still in training. If anything, I should be addressing you as Sir.
What? No. Please don't.
Gotta become
Just
a knight.
keep calling
Come on.
me Mika.
Mijo, yo.
Why does it feel like these two could...
Anyway, Master Jane did say that as long as we keep on top of our work, we should take a look around while we're here and get involved in the poetry gala as much as we can. But I haven't written much poetry before, so I'm not sure if I'll fit in.
I actually have the same concern.
Yeah, plus, you won't be alone. Richard...
Really? In that case, we'll try our best too.
Perhaps. The challenge of writing poetry is a rite of passage that all who wish to qualify as a knight must eventually face.
I wouldn't go that. But anyway, no backing out now.
Sure. Maybe you can teach me a thing or two.
Oh, Mika beat me to it. I was gonna ask for help too. What do you think the key to a good poem is, Mika? Do you have any idea?
Huh? I'm not too sure either. If I'd known we'd be doing this sooner, I would have asked Miss Lisa to recommend some books on the topic.
¿Y ahora qué? Calla. Dame Jen, ¿para qué? Take part in the opening event. Ah.
Poems and melodies wandering the wind, wafting to pastures beyond their home.
Two greedy fishies struggling to swim. They ate so much that they're starting to groan.
Animal crystal fly draped in gold robes, a bright little light from that glazed lantern glows.
Benches pinch the rice and scoot while the boars of the forest anxiously root.
Welcome one and all to this festival of poetry, jointly organized by Lua and Mondstadt.
Or, in full, the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala. We're your hosts, Liyue's verse-monger of the darkest alleys, Hutao.
And Mondstadt's liquor-loving lyricist, Venti the Bard. The purpose of this event is to promote friendly poetic exchanges between our two nations. So please, have fun, talk to other people, and make some new friends.
If you're here, you're our guest, so please enjoy this poetry fest.
I'd also like to reassure everyone that this event welcomes people of all skill levels, from first-time rhymers to seasoned songwriters. If you ask me, the most important thing you can bring to writing poetry is authenticity. That means reaching deep down to all the thoughts and feelings you usually hide away or struggle to express, and putting them into words. Just write from the heart in whatever form you like.
To help everyone really cut loose and enjoy themselves to the fullest, Venti and I have carefully prepared 3 themes to be revealed over the course of 3 days. Let's get right to it. The first theme is Riddle Me This.
Solving riddles, huh? Interesting. It's actually a pretty good choice for a warm-up activity.
Vuelve.
Whew. I'm glad they're not making us write sonnets or something right at the start.
Does everyone see the lanterns hanging around the venue? These have been specially prepared for the riddle game. Simply write down your riddle and hang it on a lantern. Then Venti and I will select a few to pose to the crowd, and you will try to solve them. We'll now give you some time to write down and hang up your riddles. Feel free to walk around and talk with the other contestants to get the creative juices flowing. And remember, whoever guesses the most riddles correctly will get a prize.
And with that, the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala has officially begun.
Ara deixo el PC obert que així que te compti el viewer. Vale, molt bé.
We couldn't cajole Adeptus Shao in the end. He said he'd take a peek from the peaks, but that was all he'd agreed to. It's a real shame. I had the perfect poem for his entrance and everything.
Deixa el PC obert. És veritat, he llegit obert i no t'he dit res. El deixes encès.
That was a good little opening ceremony, wasn't it? Even if I do say so myself.
Now this is more Venti-like.
Oh, let's see what's on this lantern.
Hey, Noel.
A tender sigh for home, how far the flowers roam. A visitor asks me why, for a dream beyond the sky.
A tender sigh for home, how far the flowers roam. A visitor asks me why, for a dream beyond
Okay,
the sky.
someone from Liyue definitely wrote this.
I just read that one too. Liyue's poems seem pretty difficult to grasp.
Dreams? Sky? Is it talking about some kind of bird?
So it means something like, this thing's really far from home. It's in a vast area, and it's flying really high.
Oh, you're amazing, Paimon! Oh, it looks like I still have a lot of learning to do.
It's nothing really. Once you've spent
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Back when I was out with the Grandmaster on the expedition, I started picking up some local customs without even realizing it.
But back to the riddle. We still haven't actually solved it.
What's something that flies high and far? Oh, that makes me think of dandelions.
Oh, that makes sense. And Mondstadters believe that dandelions can carry your feelings on the wind.
But maybe we're missing something? It can't be that easy. After all, it's a riddle from Liyue. What would their equivalent of the dandelion be? If there even is one. What do you think, Traveler?
Great! Then we'll have one answer ready to go when the game begins.
Right, just like Venti said. As long as the interpretation makes sense and reflects our perception of the poem, then perhaps there are no wrong answers.
Well, no matter what the real answer is, the guessing's... Let's go look at the next one.
Oh, yes. I want to see if there's any Mondstadt-style riddles.
This one says, I have 4 corners like a square pancake, but I'm stuffed and seasoned and carefully baked. I pass through the lips 1 piece at a time. The more you consume, the broader your mind. Oh, wow, Paimon's drooling from that one.
Oh, Paimon. You have
Is
to
that
look
a
past
book?
the surface level meaning with riddles, or you'll fail to plumb their depths.
Huh? So have you...
What?
Xingqiu just hung that riddle up a moment ago.
That's why the bad handwriting.
Oh, so this is Xingqiu's riddle! You know, Paimon...
This festival is about building friendship and mutual understanding. With so many friends from Mondstadt present, I thought I'd try writing something more accessible and less flowery, so that more people could enjoy it.
Hey, not bad! So, buddy,
Not a chance. You'll have to wait for the answer to be revealed, just like everyone else.
Meanie!
If that's how you feel, why don't you try and stump me with a riddle of your own?
Oh, anunci vaig a pixar. Ole. Eran tapillas, solo das gats. He agafat pelotazos.
Maybe, Traveler, you'll help Paimon come up with a riddle, right?
¡Qué buena idea!
Ha! At least you're nice to Paimon.
Then I look forward to seeing the fruits of your literary labors.
Ha! Prepare to get even though Paimon said, let's start by reading. On 4 long legs, my slim body sits. I eat not a bite and drink not a sip. With a passionless face, I greet countless guests, whom I carry all day without needing to rest. Is this talking about some kind of animal?
It's some sort of furniture.
It's a chair. Huh? Diona, how did you guess it so quickly? Wait, were you the one who... No, of course I didn't write it. The answer just popped into my head. I'm always telling the cats in the tavern that the chairs get tired from working all the time, so they shouldn't use them to sharpen their claws. Oh, okay. Are you trying to write one? Yep, and thanks to you, Paimon's just thought of one. Maybe I should try to come up with one, too. All right, Paimon's riddle is now hanging up. Diona, do you want to know the answer? Nah, no need. I don't really care about winning a prize. Oh, okay then. Well, looks like it's time to cheer. Have fun.
What's got no wings but flies in the air, never gets tired of floating up there. So full of more it comes out the nose, but in the sea glug 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 then it goes. This how could be Paimon. But she got wings. Where it comes up the nose?
Hey, looks like everyone's about done mingling and riddling. Gather round and look this way. Venti and I have selected several riddles from everyone's contributions, and we added a few of our own to the mix for good measure. Shortly, we'll randomly select a few to read aloud. If your riddle gets selected, remember that you have to announce the correct answer at the end. Anyone who guesses correctly gets 1 point, and if nobody guesses correctly, the writer of the riddle gets a point. Sounds fair to me.
Of course, when the riddler reveals the right response, it only counts if everyone agrees that it's not too far-fetched.
That's right. Now, if there are no more questions, it's time to reveal the first riddle.
Hopefully they'll draw at least some that I can get. Oh no, does only the first person to solve it get the points?
No. She said anyone who solves
That
it.
means I have to be first to raise my hand.
Please choose Paimon's riddle. Please choose Paimon's riddle.
Riddle number 1. Let me see here. Ugh. This riddle is, unique. Especially the handwriting.
I think use one.
I have 4 corners, like a square pancake, but I'm stuffed and seasoned and carefully baked. Baked. I pass through the lips, one piece at a time. The more you consume, the broader your mind.
They drew Shinchos!
Better answer as quickly as you can. You don't want someone else beating you to it.
You brat! It's...
Even without the author coming forward, I
Pizza?
can confidently declare this answer wrong. And while I'm no expert in exotic dishes, if I'm not mistaken,
I don't know.
pizza is round, is it not? Like mora meat?
But eating pizza makes
Porque
you
era el
happy,
últim segon
and
per
being
donar
happy makes it easier to fix
la resposta
problems
correcta.
that need solving. So... Okay, Paimon admits she may have jumped the gun on this one.
Maybe it's some other kind of food. No. Riddles are never that simple, and it needs to be something that makes people more intelligent.
If Paimon had known it was gonna be this tough, she'd have read more books in her time.
I told you it was a book.
What is it? Have you got it? Huh? Oh, gotcha! Books! The answer is books!
That was quicker than I expected. I was quite proud of that one.
Oh, it appears the riddle writer has announced the answer. Okay, 1 point to Paimon.
Huh? So the answer was books? Oh, how did I not get that? Come on, Nika. Concentrate.
Ese evento. No sé, però bueno, sí, ese evento de la nova missió. Bueno, perquè la missió del compte de l'altre dia també era de la nova versió, a partir de la 4 endavant. I era igual d'esto. Els events no són més
What
divertits.
Paimon meant to say was that you're awesome at this. Thanks for the point, Traveler.
On to riddle number 2.
I gotta get in there first this time.
High above the wispy clouds, amidst the gloomy snow-filled shroud, standing alone on an icy stage, beneath it every lowly sage. Looks like a poem from Liyue.
High above the wispy clouds, amidst the gloomy snow-filled shroud, standing alone on an icy stage, beneath it every lonely sage. Amigo.
Oh, it's...
Is it?
I got it!
You know.
Looks like those two have some ideas. Could it be some kind of plant that lives in cold, high places?
No.
Mika, please go ahead.
Yeah?
As a full knight of Avonius, you represent all of us from Mondstadt here.
Come on,
No, how could I? It was you who thought of it first. You should be the one to guess.
My answer isn't necessarily correct. Besides, it's first come, first served, and you beat me to it.
No, I didn't. You were just before me.
How gracious and considerate our fellow competitors are towards each other. A wonderful sight to see. How about both of you say your answer at the same time? If you're both right, you'll each get a point. Whoops, I didn't realize we'd made such a scene.
Oh, crud. I guess we dragged that out a bit.
Crap.
So, Noelle, what do you say?
Yes, let's. Our answer is...
Cecilia!
Oh, that certainly sounds like a good candidate for the correct answer. A flower that blooms on the highest peaks and known for its exquisite beauty. The Cecilia is held by many Mondstadters to be the true windbloom.
Not this again.
Although, since the writer hasn't yet come forward to announce the answer, this probably wasn't the answer they were looking for. Sorry. Any other answers?
Oh, I can't believe I was wrong. Maybe it's a plant from Liyue.
Is the answer Qingshin?
Eso, Chin Chin.
The poem does evoke a strong sense of quiet, proud solitude in a high place.
Correct. I wrote this one. Jingshin is the right answer.
Tú, que sabes también del evento de verano.
Shinjo got it before Paimon could.
However, after listening to the host's description, I do remember reading about Cecilia flowers in a book once. They definitely fit the description of a pure flower standing proudly and alone on high. So, I'd like to approve the answer from our two friends from Mondstadt as well.
Hmm.
Really? Oh, thank you so much. Well, since even the Riddler themselves agrees, all
Res, no,
three
ya ves que mi amiga
contestants
busca
earn
mal
a
corazón.
point each.
Yo no me importa la Y.
Darn it! Shinjo's caught up to Paimon already!
Paimon? Did you come up with the answer, Paimon?
Yeah, you're probably right.
Moving now to our third riddle. Huh? Why is the handwriting so floaty?
Lodi?
What's got no wings but flies in the air, never gets tired of floating up there.
Yeah.
So full of mora it comes out the nose, but in the sea, glug glug glug, down it goes.
It's Paimon. The answer is Paimon. That's why,
It's
no?
Paimon's! They picked Paimon's riddle! Yay!
The handwriting is floaty, because she's not like in an adjective, but the name.
What is it? Why isn't anyone guessing? Is Paimon's riddle too hard?
That's not quite it. More like, it's so ludicrously simple that we just cannot believe it.
What? No way! Well, go on then. Tell us the answer if you're so
Come
sure.
on, all at once.
The answer is Paimon.
What?
It's Paimon.
No es la que tú habías
I was
pensado.
actually gonna say Paimon too.
Me too.
No! You're all completely wrong! How the heck did you all think the answer was Paimon?
Yeah, I said it was
Paimon.
Paimon, and then
Do
I
you
thought
have
it-
wings behind your back?
No.
No.
You're always floating, but you never seem to get tired of it.
It is you, Paimon.
And Paimon has a very healthy appetite, which must cost the traveler a lot of mora and meal expenses.
I've heard from the senior knights that the traveler rescued Paimon by fishing her out of the sea. So, that means Paimon can't swim. So if she fell in the sea, then...
Glug, glug, glug. Wait! Now Paimon's doubting herself. What was the answer again? No! You're all wrong. The answer to Paimon's riddle is
That was
obviously
not
the
Russian,
Jade
Jade
Chamber.
Chamber.
You know, the Jade Chamber that's always flying up there in the sky?
Is that so? I still maintain that the riddle actually describes Paimon more accurately. In fact, if we just added 2 more lines to the poem, it would be the perfect riddle.
Huh? What do you want to add?
The traveler's companion and talkative guide, a praiseworthy presence always by their side.
Aw, do you mean it? Can we really add that part? You think so too?
Is that so you don't hate Paimon that much?
Okay, then
I mean,
Paimon
we
would like
don't
to
hate her,
announce
just
that
her
the correct
voice.
answer to the riddle is the widely adored Paimon!
Great! And with that, the widely adored Paimon has gifted a point each to everyone who answered just now.
Guessing riddles is a lot
adorable.
of fun. And even though Paimon didn't manage to beat Shinto, Paimon still feels like she got a little smarter. Oh, didn't Changyu mention he was investigating something before? Let's go ask him about it.
Yeah, I'm almost crying. necesito esas días. Voy a poner una coña una anunciada en esto, pero no, absolutamente.
Hey, you two!
Oh? Hi, Paimon. You know, for a moment there, I was worried I might lose to you.
Oh, are you collecting your prize right now?
I am indeed. Though, if you really want it, I'd be more than happy to give it to you.
Seriously? Wow, what is it?
A book.
A most generous donation by yours truly as director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Namely, a buy one, get one free coupon for our high-end customized service package. It's
Muérete
a
tú y
pleasant
entierra a un
surprise
amigo
to learn
gratis.
You're so interested in it, Paimon.
Nope, nuh-uh, no thank you, hard pass, you can keep it.
Are you sure? In that case, I'll gladly take it.
Here you are. Now remember, this package comes with our anytime, anywhere, on-demand collection service. Just give us a call and we'll be right there. With any luck, we'll still show up even if you're unable to call.
Puta. I'm gonna build you just for your
So,
humor.
To what do we owe the honor, Paimon?
What do you mean we? Changyun's the one Paimon's looking for, not you. Wasn't he saying something about needing help?
Oh, yeah. That.
How about I put it in riddle form?
Huh? Isn't the competition over?
Yeah, but riddles are fun,
Was
Paimon.
like a demon not demonic, or devil devoid of the diabolic. Afar it floated free above the ground, but when approached, though sought, naught could be found.
Es Chao.
Sounds to me like you encountered a ghastly little ghosty in the wild.
Perhaps I should just explain it. Basically, while I was training this morning, I suddenly caught sight of a non-human entity. It was floating in the air without any kind of external aid, and its body was almost transparent. At first I thought I'd finally encountered a demon that wasn't repelled by my pure yang spirit, and immediately prepared to exorcise it.
Pobre tico. El exorcista que asusta a los demonios.
But none of my methods had any effect on it. And when I went to try and get a closer look at it and tried to ascertain what I was dealing with, it disappeared into thin air.
It may not be Shao.
You're sure it's not a ghost or spirit of some kind?
Quite sure.
Or Shao?
I could sense that it had a physical body. And if it were a spirit, I'm sure it would have been scared away long before I saw it.
Maybe it is Shao.
It's all my fault. I got overexcited, and in my haste, I didn't ascertain its true nature before taking action. Thinking back on it, if it wasn't an evil spirit, maybe I offended some kind of adeptus, or illuminated beast.
You shouldn't blame yourself. It was something you'd never seen before. Anyone else would have reacted the same way.
Yeah, you think? Trying to attack it?
Besides, we're making up for it now by doing our best to find out the truth.
Any thoughts, Venti? Have you managed to untangle Chongyun's twisted tail?
Why don't you take a guess first, Tutao?
Oh, that means you have.
I can't be absolutely certain, but I'm reasonably sure it's not what Liyue would call an evil spirit or demon. So whatever it is, it's not dangerous. How about this? We can incorporate a search element into tomorrow's poetry activity.
Oh, does that mean we get to play outside while we write poetry?
Close, but no. Good ideas could just pop into your head out of thin air, but if you ask me, everyone should relax tonight and get a good rest before tomorrow.
You say that, but your gaze keeps drifting over towards the wine stand.
Anem a dormir, que yo voy a emborracharme. Vale. Mending painting prospects. Oh, so it's just, you know, the three things. Okay. Pues au. Com molt blanc, això, no? You need me. I'll be there.
I'll be there.
Ai, quanto tiempo sin recoger coses d'aquestes. Se'n recordeu quan havíem de recollir 100 de cada cosa? 100 especialitats de los sitios. Ens feies la volta aquella. Era missió semanal, eh? Era missió semanal, eh? Okay. He's not sitting. In 100-pace hurling rides, players can throw darts. Hitting any spot on the holding pots with darts. Sí, m'has picat, cabrona. T'havia vist, ves-te'n. Will award points. Holding the throw button will allow you to aim. Release to throw the dart. Hit as many holding pots as you can within a time limit to score points. The challenge will end one time is up, or there are more pots left on the field. Okay, let's try this. Ordinary holding pot created by the organizer, which will award 25 points when hit. Vale. The ring of rides. If thrown darts pass through the ring to hit a holding pot, the score gain will be doubled. Blah.
Leave it to me. All of it. Whatever it is. What exactly is it? I didn't quite catch your request.
Okay, vale. li he de donar? Ah, sí. Ah, calla, ja ho he entès. Oh, hauria d'haver anat a l'altre primer. No he llegit. Ai, aquí en tenia un d'aquests. Vale. Oh. Que no tornis, t'he dit. Sí, èxit, si no tienes más per fer. Anem a la següent.
Someone needs assistance.
Batlo. What a name you have. Hello, I'm over here. Yeah, over here. Okay. So the challenge begins. Characters will defeat opponents within... Oh, poetry fighting. Within the mythic domains will obtain inspiring crystal stacks. Inspiring crystals will rupture once every 14 seconds. When they rupture, they will unleash a shockwave within a fixed AoE that deals immense damage based on the number of inspiring crystal stacks the current on-field character has. The shockwave damage will decrease farther from the epicenter normal. While the inspiring crystals, su puta madre, porta un escut, are waiting to rupture, mythic nexus will appear within the domain. Such foes will be very tough and hard to defeat. Skilled use of inspiring crystals waiting to rupture may aid you in defeating these opponents with this. Blah, time things? No. After inspiring crystals rupture, if the mythic nexus has already been defeated, they will once again start to stack. If the mythic nexus has not yet been defeated, then the crystals will not begin to stack again, but the nexus will be weakened and no other opponents will spawn until it is defeated. After that happens, crystals will begin to stack again and opponents of various kinds will spawn once more. This is not gonna go well. But okay. Yeah, super inspired. Oh, okay, let's see. Dendro, geo, habrá de todo, ¿no? Dendro, electro, piro, hidro, anemo, crío, tenim de tot. Tenim de tot, pues nada. Basic team. Aquel que me gusta mucho. Y el agüita. Y crowd control. Control. Mierda. You get what you get. You're not coming anyway, so. Ah, no voy a shit.
I'll catch up. I must leave no stone unturned.
One with nature.
Be still.
The wind knows me. Into the wind. Well now.
Steady as stone.
One with nature.
Ah, vale.
Cascade.
Flicker. Into the wind. It's fine. One with nature. Into the wind.
Be still.
One with nature.
Here you are.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Vale. Ah. for to would come to me for to restore it. Yeah, you're lacking subbers. Okay. Okay. Once you reach a beacon point, you must select one of 3 pictures that best corresponds to the current beacon point and start looking for the missing scenery objects. After selecting the picture, you can move your camera to match the picture with the current scenery and look for any missing scenery objects. Once you have found said objects, you can record them. Okay. Each picture will have 2-3 missing scenery objects. When attempting to record them, you may have to adjust your viewing angle multiple times. Once all the objects have been recorded, the current picture will have its missing details completely filled in. Okay. So, where do I have to go? Vale, esto es la winery, Storm Terror y la catedral. Ok. No, déjame el otro. Vols dir que era des d'aquest angle? Space. Bueno, I mean... But you don't see it like this from here. It's like the other way around. Mira, para.
Someone needs assistance.
A ver, la caza. Espera, que las he de trobar jo, les muntanyes primer aquí. Oh my. Not so much of a hassle, if you ask me. Uy. Y aquí. Vale. Oh, una ermita. Ah, mola. Refine. Ah, vale. 1, 2, 3, 4, ¿no? Vaya premios, vaya bien premios. Pues nada. ¿Qué
There are
pasa?
leaves.
Ah. Ok.
And I know just the tune to accompany.
Anem a veure si aconseguim acabar això. Vale. Sí, vine, vine. Acabo de veure. Ens havíem quedat que sabem que la porta aquella que hi ha al despatx del Wriothesley està contenint el Primordial Sea, que vol desbordar.
We're back!
És veritat, havíem deixat aquests tres aquí amb les mans flotants.
Welcome back.
Ah, mira, ara
Do
estan
you want a
allà
cup of tea?
penjades.
How can you be so much like Risley, always drinking tea?
Huh. Actually, now that you mention it, I just remembered something now. While I was sedated, I could still barely hear two people talking next to me. They were discussing everything, from the leaves to the water and even the teacups themselves.
Must have been Risley and Seashween.
Wriothesley.
Yeah, I heard one male voice and one female, so it should have been the two of them. They really were just
Serena.
talking about brewing tea.
I really can't make sense of this place.
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn anything from Risley?
Yeah, he explained everything.
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations? Yeah, I took the time to rest, so I'm feeling a lot more relaxed now.
Nobody else is around, and Miss Sejuin is also busy with something or other. So let's just talk here.
All right, then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself 3 questions. Firstly, why was Fremine affected by the primordial seawater? It was because he dove into the sea. My theory is, the long-lost primordial sea is probably very close to the fortress of Mirapede.
Ooh, he's good. He got that right on the first try.
That's our Linny.
Secondly, Risley's attitude changed dramatically during the course of our stay here. He ignored us completely at first, then suddenly roadblocked us. Why?
No, he wasn't ignoring you at all.
I spent quite a long time thinking about this. If he has been monitoring the Fatui since the very beginning, he probably ignored us at first because he was hoping we could find Master Childe for him. What's more, the Fortress of Meripede is not part of Fontaine's court system, nor does it report to Iudex Nervulet. Risley is basically the king of a no-man's land. As long as the fortress doesn't do anything about Master Childe's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities. And while the two factions are pitted against each other, Risley will be free to move between the parties of interest. If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself. It's likely related to the secret of the infirmary, but I just can't think of what it could be.
You're super smart.
Thanks so much. Then finally, there's the last question. If Risley does have a plan, what could it be? All I know for now is that his plan probably has something to do with the changing nature of the seawater. He's even gotten Cloran to help him out. That can't be the full extent of what he's doing. There's probably a secret passageway behind the block in the infirmary, and there's something big in the fortress that most people here never get to see. He has a bargaining chip, and it could be important enough for Father to deal with him directly. I don't have enough information, so I have no idea what his chip might be. But let me guess. You have the last piece of the puzzle.
But I didn't want to tell you.
I can't believe it.
The sea will engulf everyone. Just like the prophecy said.
Could Risley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with this crisis? If you remember, I once mentioned that Father sees the House of the Hearth as her base of operations, and she truly wants to resolve the crisis. But how could Risley have known that?
Or perhaps he didn't know, and just wanted to bring Father over to his side? Which could be why he said he just wanted to negotiate.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I understand your concerns as well, Traveler. I'll figure out a way to pass this on to our father. No matter what, we're on your side. The two of you have already aided us far too much. We probably wouldn't be standing here right now if not for you. If you ever need anything else going forward, please come to the House of the Hearth at any time. Though you may not share the sentiment, after all that we've gone through together, the three of us basically see you as family now.
You have my gratitude.
Share that sentiment.
Thank you for protecting Linny when it really mattered. And thank you for sharing the secrets of the fortress with us. We didn't think you were going to do it.
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden?
Given your strength, you might not need our help at all. But if you are ever in danger, we will try our best to protect you.
Aww, the sound of that makes Paimon feel all warm and safe inside.
Culposo. Sì, mi preso dalla squadra nemica.
Paimon's hungry.
Oh, you've done so much already. Go get some food.
Alright, then we'll catch you guys another time.
Dat is 26 sportul. Go to the cafeteria.
You're incredibly helpful. Linny thinks so too.
Yeah, you two are always telling me not to push myself.
Arrivato al micro, faccio scorrere al pick and pong, vale.
Now being served in the coupon cafeteria.
Come on, let's go pick up ours as well. Traveler and Paimon, over here. Are you here for dinner too, Miss Sijwin?
Mm-hmm. And I'm taking the opportunity to prepare Miss Cloran's dinner as well.
Huh. You're right. She's actually...
What would you like to eat? Yep, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Wolsey. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you'd like.
Me too! Don't forget Paimon!
No problem. Just leave it to me.
So delicious. Paimon's so happy. Paimon wants to feast like the...
Feeling full yet? How's the food?
Delicious!
I'm so glad to see you all so happy. Oh, see, the expression on your face just now? The muscle here just moved, which suggests that you're feeling quite relaxed at the moment.
Sijwin, do you do this to help your patient?
A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a Melusine, which means I'm very different from human beings.
You're not a
I must know
Melusine.
what you're thinking if I want to take good care of you.
You're really good at taking care of people. Even though you're so short, you still...
Really? You're reminded of an older sister? That's great to hear.
Oh, and what did you mean back in Risley's office? When you said that you were protecting Linny and his siblings as well...
Oh, that. I just asked His Grace to look out for those children, especially that diver boy. I was getting a bit worried after hearing that something was wrong with the water. Thankfully, Clorand is very strong and managed to save him in the nick of time. His Grace also sealed the pipes after Clorand left, to make sure that Linny wouldn't impulsively chase after his brother. Although the path was blocked, we still stationed some guards there to stop anyone from approaching. They were instructed to only open the door once Miss Clorand had returned. Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Linny as well. We had to press him, but we couldn't allow him to be in any real danger.
You were all super considerate and real...
It's just what we do down here at the fortress. At least this has been His Grace's style for as long as he's been the leader. Oh, I really wish Monsieur Nervula would come down here more often too. I feel like he'd like it here, with all the darkness and chaos. Get a good night's rest, you two. You both worked very hard.
Avui? Joder, ara he de pujar. Vamos a mimir.
So much has happened. Paimon's super sleepy. Delicious.
El vestit per què
Paimon
li
wants
surt aquí,
seconds
a l'aire?
for free.
Out of my way! Get out of my way!
What happened? Why is everyone running?
No idea, but something must have happened. Stop asking!
Who's yet?
Me han puesto boca arriba.
What happened? Why is everyone running around? Hey, what are you doing?
No time to explain, mate. Goodbye!
Hey, wait! What's wrong with these people? They won't even...
They're here! Yeah! There you are!
Thank you.
Thank goodness!
Quisto and Lavaroon, do you know what happened here?
We came here especially to inform you. Something seems to have gone terribly wrong just now. His Grace is telling everyone to evacuate and get out of here. Lavaroon was saying you two are new here and you don't have many friends, so you might slip through the cracks. Haven't you heard all the stories like that? An evacuation is successfully completed, yet you only find out once you do a head count that 1 or 2 people are missing.
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up? Why is it suddenly my idea?
Hey, shut up!
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with us. Yeah, he said to get as far away as possible, upwards and outwards.
Let's see.
Oh no, it can't be that thing!
Oh, wait, what? What? Hey, where are you going?
We have to go find the Duke! You two just go and get out! Go on without him!
Hey! Be careful!
Attention! Please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible. Attention! Please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
No, gracias.
Attention! Please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as
They don't
far
stop
outwards as
coming.
possible. Attention! Please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
Per què estic aquí tantes? No sé, m'ha fet gràcia veure la gent sortir.
Attention! Please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
Normal, jo què sé, no és molt normal veure penya corrent per teva, saps? Tota tanta penya
Please
alhora.
evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
No gires igual abans, aquell sí que hi va en diagonal, aquell també va en
Please
diagonal.
evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and...
Outwards. Todo el mundo con la tensión y yo aquí tan tranquilamente, ¿sabes? Mirando a la gent córrer.
They're here.
Just like I said.
What happened?
Huh.
You're just in time. But be ready to run. Three, two, one.
This won't hold it for long. Find Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense. The gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
That depends
Upwards
on
and
us.
upwards. Los subiditos y los raritos. Outwards, cap amunt i cap enfora, perquè estem sota el mar i en medio de todo y... You're gonna make me run and time things and...
Neuvillette, why are you here?
Traveler, I need you to head to the Opera House immediately. Farina will soon be meeting with the knave there. You must protect Farina, and make sure she doesn't spend too much time alone with her. Will do. You have my sincerest gratitude.
Pero tío, pero... ¿Le vais a contar lo de la puerta o qué? Come on. Y ahora yo me tengo que ir a otra cosa. Hey.
Look, there are a ton of Fatui and Palais Mermonia people over there. The knave is probably here already. We need to hurry. Are you two the traveler in Paimon? Monsieur Neuvillette has left instructions. Please follow me. Though I'm sure he's already explained, this should be a mostly cordial conversation, unlikely to give rise to violence. But it would be most appreciated if you could protect Lady Farina to the best of your abilities.
Oh my.
Oh, so you two are the honored guests, Miss Farina.
Of course, of course. How could they not attend a meeting such as this? I must always have 2 or more guests at my dessert table. Otherwise, the occasion would be too lonely and unbecoming of my station.
I still
It is my
like you.
pleasure to make your acquaintance, traveler. I have heard much of your accomplishments.
Look at her
I
eyes.
am the knave, one of the 11 Fatui harbingers.
I've already prepared seats for you.
Kings,
Come,
earthlings.
sit beside me.
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Farina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to get together for tea when we had the time. See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Farina simply adores. There are only 16 slices sold every day. Here, why don't you and Paimon have a taste?
Traveler, what do you think of this cake?
Oh, ya me la he comido.
That's good to hear. So what Childe said was on the mark after all. You do share a taste in desserts with Farina and I. I wonder how he's doing nowadays. You must have heard, right? He's suddenly gone missing. I'm really worried about his safety, you know.
No, you're not.
Here's to hoping that he's an excellent swimmer.
Since we're talking about him, I feel like I should add something. His martial prowess really looked certainly pretty impressive, yeah.
Oh, so you're also familiar with his aptitude for fighting, Miss Farina. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Childe was subdued by Iudex Neuvillette right in front of you. Against ordinary people, my colleague would never be on the back foot. But alas, he just never imagined he'd run into such a person. I must express my admiration for Monsieur Neuvillette. Coming from you, that's not surprising at all.
But I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Of course, but it's still a bit of a shame. You see, I would have been far happier had I received this news somewhat earlier. As you well know, a long time has passed since Childe disappeared.
Well, in any case, there's no need to worry. We know for sure that Childe...
Oh. And just how do you know that?
Because...
And where did he go after leaving the fortress?
Well...
The fortress of Meripede lies deep beneath the waves. Unless he pranced right out of the main gate, he must have had to swim for it. Do you have any proof that he surfaced safely? Ah, that is good news at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long ago. Since he was unfortunately unavailable, I picked it up on his behalf. Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya, your letter made me feel like we were still enjoying our time in Snezhnaya together. I'm currently admiring the scenery on the streets in front of the opera house.
You're not gonna do that.
Something like that.
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the contents are accurate, it doesn't matter so much how it's written or how it...
Hold on. The water in the teacup is shaking.
I suppose this is also a sign of things to come, Miss Furina.
Huh? I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophecy?
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
Sure you don't need a hand?
Quite sure.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess. Nah, who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Sounds about right.
Day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled, and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day! This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race. A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe.
As easy as that.
This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
All right. Seems like the problem inside has been suppressed.
Let me guess. We're safe for now.
Indeed. But only for now.
I win this bet. You owe me a present.
Very well. It was indeed just as you said.
You made a bet?
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Cloran thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake. It appears I underestimated just how confidential the mission was.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how the courts operate.
So what gift must the loser give? Tea?
He already has tons of tea in his office. I'm thinking about a set of legal codices.
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness, would it?
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be outside the law.
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be uninterested in the legal codices.
That was obviously a joke. Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld, correct?
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Palais Mermonia for long.
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly with the Fatui Harbinger.
So you let me try him.
I must say, we've spent long enough playing house, Miss Farina. As the Hydro Archon, I am sure you understand the exact meaning of the phenomenon we just witnessed. Or should I say, that's what I originally thought. But looking at your expression, was I wrong? And you haven't a clue?
What are you trying to say?
That you're stupid.
At this point, I don't think there's any more need to speak as diplomatic representatives. Allow me to speak to you now as just a Fontanian. You know the prophecy by heart, and also that every part of it is being proven true. Yet, here you are, relaxing, drinking tea, and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few stray bugs in your garden. Do you really think that's acceptable? The prophecy's hanging above our necks like a guillotine. Every faction is looking for a way to either avert the disaster or save their own. Even the orphans of the House of the Heart have devoted everything to saving their homeland. But you? It beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been. From the very beginning, you, the god Focalor, you have utterly failed to take action.
You're wrong. I've never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time in self-indulgence. Retract your accusation and stop doubting the wisdom of the gods with such absurd conjectures!
I am not alone in my doubts, you know. All the children of Fontaine may be harboring the exact same thoughts right now. Oh,
You're
great
ridiculous.
Hydro Archon. How are you going to save them? Save us? How are the people you've sworn to protect supposed to survive in a land that will soon disappear beneath the waves?
I have my ways, and I've been working on them for all this time. Even if you look down upon me, you have no right to judge me. Fontaine will
Sorry
be
for that.
saved. Even if I still cannot see the true future right now, as long as I continue on as I am, I will be able to hold my head up high!
Then I ask you, Miss Farina, just what have you been working on? Where can we see it, and what is it doing to help?
My machinations are just like the prophecy itself. They will only reveal themselves at the fated time. It is just that beings like yourselves are unable to perceive them as of yet.
I see. As a god, the proof of your labor always lies beyond prying mortal eyes. Allow me to be so bold as to ask another way. Would it be possible for you to tell us the parts of your plan that are not confidential? Such as your emergency response plan for the impending disaster? Oh, that look in your eyes. Have you not even prepared one of those?
The emergency response plan is also strictly confidential.
Then allow me to jog your memory. Miss Farina, what is the purpose of your Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal? And what do you plan to do with the massive amounts of indemnitium that has accumulated over the years?
The Oratrice? It's just like it appears to be.
So you also have no idea. If I'm not mistaken, someone's using it to prepare for something. But unfortunately, it would seem that someone is not you, Miss Farina. I first caught wind of this when Linny tried to investigate the Oratrice in the Opera House. You see, Even just getting close to the core contaminated him with an extremely large amount of indemnitium. But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly be working on, oh great Hydro Archon? Oh, right. I almost forgot. Iudex Neuvillette is not at the tea party with us today. Miss Farina, I suppose you must have ordered him away to take care of some troublesome business.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly right.
Of course I will. Although, I must say, Miss Farina, you seem quite insecure without the Iudex by your side. Oh, very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left, so please, help yourselves, everyone. Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the Iudex. Why don't you take an extra slice of cake? Those who work hard deserve gratitude and praise. You too, Paim.
Thank you. Paimon will take you up on that offer.
Sure.
Oh, Paimon's super full. That cake was good.
If it's on my tea table, it must be a...
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt greatly honored to be featured at Miss Farina's table. And I was merely catering to Miss Farina's tastes, seeking a chance to chat over tea. It is getting late. Why don't we call it a day? There are still a few matters that I need to take care of, so I must take my leave now.
Very well. We'll end...
Mind seeing me off, Traveler? We could use the opportunity to discuss Childe before I must be on my way.
Paimon's coming too!
But of course.
The tea party turned out to be even more difficult than I'd imagined. Why are you looking at me like that?
Idiota. ¿Cómo se sale de aquí?
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, Childe was just an excuse. I have no interest in your dealings with him.
That's what Paimon thought.
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their father, I would like to express my gratitude. Do I look like an irresponsible father to you? The House of the Hearth is very important to me. You should know that I care deeply about my children. That was all.
Sure.
Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal topics in informal settings. I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede. Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you. Linny, Lynette, and Fremine are still there, and I trust their judgment and abilities.
You bitch. Acá vive la partida en su llama al menú y si no la matan ve directo a la tarde. Ah, vale.
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against anyone who tried to stop them. Especially Linny.
You mean Wriothesley. He's a tricky one to deal with. It's unfortunate that Linny's so eager to prove himself that he can't learn to rely on others, including me. By the way, and you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip, but what's your impression of Farina? You are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to move around most easily. Allow me to share my perspective with you.
And And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Childe was declared guilty and immediately transported to the Fortress of Meropide.
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble he has caused?
Forget
it. He did give us an opportunity. I will be meeting someone shortly.
Do you require help with any preparations?
No need. I will take care of it myself. I need to meet with Farina, the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart of Fontaine. But what's fascinating about her is that she often seems more like a celebrity than a working Archon.
Oh, come over here, you little critter, you! You dare to run from me? Stop right this instant!
My goal is just to discover the location of the Gnosis. But I didn't expect the chance to approach Farina to be handed to me on a silver platter. This is so easy, it's actually making me a bit suspicious. Anything left unguarded is usually just bait. But no one will blame someone for taking the bait. After all, from the moment it was attached to the hook, the bait is meant to be sacrificed. It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. The Hydronosis is not currently held by the Archon. In fact, this Archon doesn't seem like a god at all. And I sense that she's under some kind of curse.
Who are you? And what are you trying to do? Please don't kill me! I'm begging you, please!
The fear in her pupils is genuine, so perhaps she's not bait after all. Either way, targeting her has lost all meaning. I left the scene with ease. Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could serve as a witness to my near assassination of Focalor. I suspect even Farina dares not mention this incident to anyone. Not long after, my informants confirmed what I had guessed. After returning to her quarters, Farina quietly cried alone. She was so scared that she could not sleep that night, nor could she even bring herself to eat her cake. There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her. I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the true Hydro Archon. Perhaps Iudex Neuvillette is actually the genuine article. I have to find the Gnosis. If the Neuvillette hypothesis is correct, he is probably in possession of it. Alternatively, it might have been hidden in a place that's hard for ordinary people to access.
Yes, Father.
My dear children, please speak.
News from the Fortress of Meropide. Master Childe has gone missing. On top of that, the contacts and guards we bribed at the fortress have all gone quiet as well.
Probably the handiwork of that Ridesley.
I'm afraid so.
This is a good opportunity. The value of a Harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. We now have an excuse to exert diplomatic pressure on the Fontaine authorities. Set up a meeting for me. I would like to meet the Hydro Archon and Iudex Neuvillette. Oh, and I have an additional mission for you three.
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's disappearance was not a part of my plan, but I can use it to make a breakthrough. With this as my excuse, I can ask for an official audience and continue my investigation of Farina and Iudex Neuvillette. The initiative belongs to the House of the Hearth. My wish to investigate the Fortress of Meropide will be a front. Lenny and his group will be responsible for the actual intelligence gathering.
And his group? I don't like you.
You should know the rest. Lenny's group is quite close to you, so they wouldn't have hidden anything from you.
You attacked them?
It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, even Farina herself is still pretending that nothing of that sort ever happened.
Alright then.
I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Farina. I have to say, the leadership of Fontaine is even more inscrutable than I had imagined.
I once surmised that Iudex Neuvillette must be the Hydro Archon, but now, that doesn't seem right to me either. I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of service, I've learned how a real Archon conducts and carries themselves. Whether Iudex Neuvillette or Farina, neither fits the bill. It's hard to imagine either of them as the Archon. Of course, that is all just how I feel. Gut feelings often do not require justification. It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come to realize I am at a complete loss regarding the identity of the god of the land of my birth. Don't you think Fontaine is quite intriguing? A catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to rise to the surface. It looks like Fontainians will have no choice but to save themselves. Ultimately, though, one must survive in order to do anything else. Should the need arise, I would be happy to cooperate with you. You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve, and as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday. He certainly returned quickly. You must want to catch up with each other, so I'll leave you to him.
Neuvillette?
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term. I'm concerned that sooner or later the prophesized events will occur. Thank you for protecting Farina. To put it simply, I used my power to force back the Primordial Sea and reseal the sluice gate. So as expected, the Knave has turned up the pressure on Farina. She's trying to feel her out, though I'm still unsure as to her motives. Permission granted.
Whoa. It can't be that you're the real Hydro Archon, right? You can't tell us? Then that's okay.
If by the phrase, "you guys," you are referring to Farina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude of topics. I believe so. The fortress has a long and complex history. It has seen much grief and suffering. And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this turn of events.
I'm sorry.
Huh?
Whenever I
Why
go,
is
it
it raining
happens.
all of a sudden?
You may be closer to the truth than you think.
Oh? And what are you thinking? The dragon of... Huh?
Please do not be so surprised. Farina?
Neuvillette, are you listening?
My apologies.
We were just guessing randomly. We didn't guess right, did we? You're not actually the dragon sub...
You guessed correctly. I sincerely hope you'll be able to keep this a secret for me.
Right, of course. Well, there's still something...
Please, go ahead.
Well, if you are the dragon sovereign of water, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater...
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess our full dragonhood. They say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today, that stolen power is the basis of the Archon's authorities.
There are 7 elemental archons and 7 matching dragon sovereigns.
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less of that part of our ancient history. In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me. Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with the prophecy.
Oh, so even you...
I still have some urgent matters to attend to at my office. If you have any more questions regarding ancient history, you are welcome to discuss them with me at a later time.
Please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the fortress and we'll see you another time.
Take care.
Whenever you need me, I'll be there.
You guys are back?
You guys didn't get caught and thrown back down here, right?
Huh? No, not...
And here I thought you'd managed to escape from jail during all the commotion. I'd held you up as legendary jailbreakers, but now you're telling me you just never left?
We're sorry, but we...
All right. There's no need to get caught up in the details. We're just relieved to see you. He was super worried about you, you know.
Hey, it wasn't just me. Weren't you super worried as well?
Something like that, yeah. I was also transferred to work in the kitchen a few days ago. I can still hear Quisto mumbling to the carrots. Are those two all right? Do you think they made it out alive? Whenever he'd say that, I'd tell him I'm sure they're fine. Wherever they are, they're kicking back with drinks in hand, enjoying the lovely scenery.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with worrying about your prison pals. Is there? I mean, considering how they always love listening to all my gossip.
These two, they sure are a lot warmer and friendlier than when Paimon first met them.
Oh, well, if you say so. I'll be watching you to make...
Someone needs assistance. I'll catch up.
Dun. Ah no, claro. No han recoptado bastante.
Someone needs assistance. I'll catch up.
Courier, Miss Sishween told me you still haven't eaten.
Yeah, I was working on something, so I forgot.
That's no excuse for... Huh? What's you two?
Lurvine, we're back!
Hello there. It's been quite the mess here recently. How have you been?
And you? Are you still taking the secret passage?
Yep. That is still top secret, though. So don't say a word to anyone.
It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people in the infirmary, but I still prefer taking that route over the one from the Duke's office.
I mean, the infirmary does make it easier for you to slack off.
Oh yeah? Then why are you also here so much?
You two really are just using your jobs as a cover for your relationship, aren't you?
Not at all!
Now guess, what suit will this next card be?
A bare-teeth cat?
Well, well, look who it is.
Traveler, Paimon.
Hello, everyone.
Looks like you're recovering nicely.
Thanks to everyone's support. Oh, right. I managed to work up the courage to thank Miss Clorant in person.
Whoa, how did she...
She told me that it was nothing. It was as if saving a life wasn't a big deal to her at all. She also told me not to worry about it.
She didn't want to stress you out, that's all. She's right, and it's best not to dwell on it.
Yeah.
Okay, but check this out. We went back to the...
You meant father? Did she say anything to you?
She said a few things that were, a bit hard.
Her attitude towards you is even better than what we'd imagined. That's fantastic. You should believe her. She has her own way of doing things, and she'll do everything in her power to help those she considers close, which now might also include you.
Father is very capable, and also trustworthy.
Oh, Paimon just remembered that she thought Linny was a bit too proud as well. She said that you should learn how...
Got it.
That does sound like something that Father would say.
Hey!
Are you going to stay here for the next few days?
Looks like it, yeah.
Excellent. I will host a tea party.
For real? Then Paimon wants a...
Another implies that you were already served some delicious cake while you were up there. How lovely. Well, next time, you're going to have tea and snacks with us.
Traveler, Paimon, you're back! Are you still doing alright? Did either of you get hurt? We're fine, but what about you guys? A few people sustained superficial injuries, but that's about the extent of the damage. Monsieur Nervillette paid us a visit. It was all thanks to him that we managed to suppress the crisis for the time being. Oh, of course, we must also thank you for the help you provided. How did Nervillette know that Monsieur Nervillette has strong resonance with the hydro element? When the water level rises, he can feel the waves produced. I ran into the bombshell bros while bandaging the injuries of the wounded. They were mumbling the whole time about how you just ran down without a word. I'm so relieved to see that you're both alright. If you're not too pressed for time, please stay with us a few more days. Just let me know if you get a craving for any particular dish, so I can have Mr. Walsey get your meals prepared. Oh, and please feel free to visit the infirmary for a break at any time. I'd like to take the opportunity to spend some more time observing your facial muscles as well. Your happy smiles are quite contagious, you know. They're so memorable, and I've missed them immensely while you were gone.
I did. Hey, collegui, ¿qué pasa?
Do my eyes deceive me, or did I just see two inmates come back after making it to the surface? Some strange winds blowing of late.
We wanted to see how the fortress is doing.
We're fine, for the most part. Neuvillette came down and took care of the worst of it.
If that's the case, why don't you just...
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Udex himself to exchange the Courts of Fontaine for a puddle of water in the middle of nowhere. He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to take Miss Sigewinne's gift with him, though.
He sure sounds super...
Miss Clorant has left as well. She also took her gift from Miss Sigewinne.
were the gifts...
Nervalette got the milkshake. Clorand received lipstick instead.
Those aren't...
Well, it's Nervalette's own fault for making Sigewinne worried about his health by working so much. But besides that, our head nurse is still pretty fond of picking out beauty products for the ladies. Oh, and I have some gifts here for you as well.
Are these from Sig...
Nope, they're from yours truly.
Aww.
You've already wrapped up your work at the fortress, so you can return to the surface at any time. You haven't yet served your full prison term, however, so you may continue to use your cell until your term is up.
For real? Then we could stay here for a really long time?
You may access the cafeteria for free.
Hooray!
Just remember to come complete your paperwork once it's time for your release.
Ay, qué majo.
Your file can't be closed until we've completed your paperwork, so don't forget to come find me again when you're done serving your sentence.
Morirás.
We're back in our cell again. We're no longer prisoners, though, so it really doesn't feel the same. Sure feels that way. But the truth is, we never did anything bad to be... Huh? How did you know? Hey, that's not true! It's like we've now gone to so many places together and become friends with so many people. We've never stopped traveling or stopped meeting new friends. There are so many bad things in the world, and we're just two people, but we've still been solving problems no matter where we go. Isn't that pretty cool? You're counting Paimon today? Aren't you the only adventurer here? Then let's ask Catherine to give Paimon an adventurer handbook as well. Paimon will also be an adventurer from today forward. Just our thoughts making Paimon giddy. Paimon's gonna crash, so you sleep soon too. The last time we fell asleep here, we woke up to a whole mess outside our cell. We should be safe now, right? Alright then, good night to you, traveler.
Mira qué cookies. Por favor. Memory of running stream? Uy, no la començo aquesta ja, eh? Me'n vaig.
You have to cultivate intelligence.
Paimon has so many questions about his true identity. Let's go talk to him and find out.
No, la deixo per divendres que ve. La farem online també. O sigui, en stream. Ah, cabrona! La Badal no puc. Bueno, sí puc, però no tinc ganes d'aixecar-me. Doncs au. Another day to the bin. Oh. Doncs apa. Fins aquí.